channels connected. That's why.
Oh, that's it. He has them all. You see in the upper right-hand corner. Those are the channels he has connected to right now.
Oh, okay. That's Tony.
That's Tony. That's the host.
Okay, that's not a guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this should be quick. We're going to talk a little bit of football. Give a couple of updates. See what's going on in the Super Bowl. There isn't much out there, but I'm going to see what's available, and we'll talk about a couple of other things. Excuse me. I'm trying to get better. Joined by my man, Fine Man Rich. Morning Coffee, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Rumble Studio, 0600 AM. Rich, how the hell are you?
I am doing very good, Tony. Good morning to you and Michael. Glad to be here. And we have Brian in the comments there on the YouTube, I see also. And,
Brian's in the house. Oh, he made it. Cool.
We're not going to – we'll be talking some football today, I guess, but my football season's over. I'm just waiting to enjoy a good Super Bowl game between the two contenders there next week. And but I think we have a few things to talk about, don't we, Michael?
Got Michael George Baptist down here on the bottom. Hashtag shout MGB, set your mind free. AI music, man. Go for it.
Shout MGB, set your mind free, far beyond the worries of today. Thank you, brother. So, I was thinking about this today. If it's okay, we could kind of go through all the broken dreams in the NFL. And I was thinking, if you dismantle what happened to the Ravens this year and losing John Harbaugh by being fired and then unfortunately with the Bills dismantling their coaching staff.
Yeah, we're going to get to all that. I got my man Izzy down there. Izzy, you awake?
Yeah, I'm up. What's up?
Good.
Good morning, Izzy. Good to have you here, buddy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Brian's at work. I'm quite sure Ted and JoJo out and about. Gentlemen, as far as the Super Bowl, I want to start off there. The only thing that I've seen is Drake may missed a couple days because he was out with the illness. I don't know if he's back. I don't know if he's 100%. Have you all seen anything on that note?
It's not an illness, buddy.
That's what they had on the screen, illness.
No, I know, but that's what they do. Okay, let's imagine that we are the coaches. Okay, we're not going to say
on YouTube. Thank you for coming through. Go ahead.
We're not going to say, well, he's hurt his hand, he's dislocated his back, his knee is gone. Because guess what's the first thing they're going to attack when they get a chance?
What's that?
His back, his knee, whatever you decided that you were going to disclose. But you can't attack an illness. What, are you going to come in there with Neil Citron and try to help him? Like, listen, that is one of the oldest games ever.
Gotcha. I've got it on now. There really isn't much that they're talking about. They have no real news. What we got here, Broncos fired. I'm not sure, Brian. I don't know. I don't know about that. You gentlemen got anything on the Broncos firing the offensive coordinator?
Yes, they did.
What you got?
Do you know what else happened?
What else?
This is funny, and I think Rich will like this. So the coach, and I'm not going to use his name because, I'm
Sean
not
McDermott. I don't care.
Okay,
it's no problem. I'm not going to lose any sleep.
I've never been a. No. We're not talking about Buffalo, buddy.
Oh, okay, no problem.
We're talking about the Broncos.
Okay. Oh, the other
yeah.
Sean. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I don't like the way they handled the Sean McDermott thing, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
later.
we can talk about.
I think it was classless the way it was done.
Yeah, it was, especially if you saw that interview, the press conference. But anyway, the Sean from I liked him when in the Saints, but I don't know if I liked him when he got rid of Russell Wilson. That's why I soured on him as far as it's like.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He said too much in the press conference.
Oh.
About Bo Nix. And Bo Nix was livid. So again, here's what happens. If you give too much information out,
right,
then let's say things don't work out with the Broncos and he wants to go to the Bills as a backup, or he wants to go to Philly, or he wants to go to the Browns, or wherever he wants to end up. They don't need to know the history that he has not disclosed of his injuries. So he just basically lessened his value. So he may have lost him $10 million by telling he's had a reoccurring ankle problem throughout his whole career.
Oh, reoccurring key word there. Oh, wow. I thought it was just that one injury there. Oh,
Right.
I did not know that. Wow.
So Bo Nix then had a livid press conference after, and the season was over. Everybody's now in Cancun, ready to go have fun or be with family, whatever they're doing to have fun. And this is, again, loose lips sink big ships. So the Broncos, as well as they were doing, really needed Bo Nix. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Bo Nix bailed them out of many fourth quarters and saved them, kind of like Caleb Williams did with Chicago.
Yeah, that's true.
Tony, you got to admit, this year Chicago did phenomenal.
Without question.
Yeah, I would agree with that. They had a good season and stuff. They just compared to where they were at last season.
Well, what did they have last season? Was it 4 wins or 5 wins total?
Wasn't that many.
4,
right? Okay. And I believe Tampa Bay wasn't much better either.
But they made it to the playoffs last year.
Tampa Bay did real good.
Yeah, I thought they've been fair. They're good.
Sorry, I don't mean Tampa Bay. You know why I'm thinking about Tampa Bay right now? There is a shitstorm going on there.
Wait. We are not ignoring the 3-time champ. We are not ignoring the 3-time champ. I know you over there trying to throw your little shade. I said what's up to you earlier. You ignored me when I acknowledged you in the first place. Don't get cocky. I will be back next season. Go ahead. I'm like, my
bad. Do we have room to put slides up or no?
Michael, because you mentioned his name, there is a headline about someone you just mentioned about.
Yay, let's do it.
Got it on the screen here as far as with on the bulletin board. This is Drake May. What is it? Drake May was built for Super Bowls as Patriots quarterback reaches NFL's biggest stage. Mark Brown.
Before I get started, Rich, let me give everybody a disclaimer. Rich is enjoying the fact that his Commodore 64.
Yeah, this is on the bulletin boards, folks. The old Commodore. So I can bring that.
I love this.
Go for yours.
And this is a sports headlines. The top 5 for this Sunday morning here, and the other thing, the 5th one, Super Bowl champion Brett Jones says NFL tight end position is exciting to watch after a productive season. So the tight ends, whoever, these are just the headlines on Fox Sports right now as far as that goes. And Lou Holtz, the Sun, shares health update after collapsing after a college football game. And then, of course, the ranking number 1 tennis player lost there in Australia. So that's on the current. I'm going to go through this and stuff like that because
you're good. New subscriber on my YouTube channel, Latanya.
Oh, hey, Leto.
Appreciate you.
Rich, can you look up Tyreek Hill, because there is rumors that Tyreek Hill is going to sign a very cheap contract with his old Super Bowl team. That's the latest rumor I've heard. And they're willing to take
Patrick Mahomes will be back. Once again, that means Patrick Mahomes will be back. Izzy, you down there? You got anything you want to add on the Super Bowl?
Not really.
You're the most optimistic vocalist.
You sound pretty down there, Izzy. What's going on, man? Cheer up. Or just waking up.
Izzy, you're the best, man. You are such a good commentator. We need you here. We need your energy. We need your vibrancy.
He said he's just waking up. He did say he's just waking up.
Well, he can get a coffee, but he's running up that hill, right? That's what he's doing.
He's getting his systems are starting to boot up.
I'm going to ask a question to the room. Is Nico Collins going to come back to the glory that he had before?
If he's 100%, yes.
And
no,
you don't think so?
No.
And why is he?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how he gets back, but I don't see very much promise in being with Houston, and if they have anybody other than Stroud and his injury it just doesn't look likely for me. Right, not right now, at least.
Yeah.
I gotta maybe look on how his injury heals and see.
See, Nico has a lot of injuries, and I agree with that. That's why I said if he's healthy. So I actually agree with what he's saying. The Texans, they got a new energy. I'm optimistic for them. They just got to make it.
Oh,
They really do just have to make it. But Tyreek Hill,
Richard, you got something juicy there?
is he going to the Chargers? Is that what you're referring to? Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill? Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
He was talking about the Chargers?
A team that has become a potential candidate for Hill's service is Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers recently hired Dolphin head coach Mike McDaniel as their new offensive coach. In response
That
to
makes
the news,
sense.
McDonald's going to
That
the
makes
Chargers.
sense. Yeah.
Hill posted on that. Mike to the Chargers. Him. Potential.
Do you know who was one of my favorite players this year and a great, because we're still talking about fantasy football, right?
Sure.
For next year, Chase Brown.
Yes.
Keep your eyes on Chase Brown again. Another
The
guy,
Bengals
Kenneth Walker.
they're in danger of being decimated due to everybody leaving.
Right.
They really are. And I almost don't blame them, but I hate to see it. I'm not a Bengals fan, but I still think they deserve another Super Bowl run based on what they did a couple of years ago. They were together.
Richard, that's a great wrinkle, though, when you think about that. Because, he's still in the warm weather. He could still live that crazy lifestyle that he loves.
Who's that, Tyreek?
I'm going to.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, yeah.
Yeah. Well, who did you say he was going to go to, though?
Well, there was rumor that he wanted to go back and give it another shot with Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, okay.
Because they've been together before, have they not?
Well, they won the Super Bowl together.
Thank you.
And this article is dated as of yesterday, 31st. So it's
right.
Current.
You know, and I know that things can change in a heartbeat. Which I want to talk about with the Buffalo Bills. That was nasty pool what they did. They made it seem like he was gonna be okay for another year, and then they just basically gave him a call and went, "Thank you. We've enjoyed your services." What have you heard on your end?
Other than the fact
Tony,
that
we're really hearing your food there, buddy.
I just
the background earlier when you were talking to the missus, but thank you.
That was an on-air, brother.
The last thing, I haven't really followed too much after
God.
I tried to watch the press conference there with their new coach, which I don't think, other than the fact that it's going to be more on the plate with him, is he going to still be calling? He probably still would be calling the plays. Brady, that is, and but the previous press conference with the owner, who I do not like. I can see why there's people that don't like him, even as he owns the Buffalo Sabres too, and there's Buffalo. But his daughter is number 3 in the women's tennis. She's a real good tennis player. But at any rate, and then is it Bennett, the GM? I do not like him, because it's just the fact that he gets a promotion. Sean McDermott, he's the one that helped build that team.
He seems sneaky.
Well, it's just the front office. I think that press conference, if anything, my takeaway is it really gives you a glimpse of what's going on in that front office. And you mentioned during the course of the season some misgivings with the Buffalo Bills. And I sort of like, I'm not hearing that. Well, I was listening to the wrong side or whatever. But that
you're too deep in it, buddy. You're too deep in it to know it. You know what I mean? You love the team.
I was ignorant. I wasn't into it at all. It was just like I was saying, no, everything's good because they got a good season going. And I was thinking mostly on the football side. But there's two sides of a football team. You got the actual players that are out there every Sunday, and then you got that front office, which, given the history of the New York Yankees back during to George Steinbrenner's day, that front office could really screw up a team.
But Tony, I just want to get Tony back in the conversation here besides eating. So, Tony, what is it going to take for the Bills to turn the corner and not have it where all the load, and a lot of the load this year was unfortunately on Josh? Now, is that Josh not listening and doing shit he shouldn't do? Or is that him having to put on the Superman cape? Like, he keeps breaking his feet. He's not going to be able to run as fast as he's running. And he's now We can't hear you, buddy. You.
I'm still on mute. Sorry. I think he's going to have to spread the ball amongst all the players like he did originally.
Well, they got to get some receivers. That's what they've definitely. It's evident
He
that's
got people, but there was something wrong with Keon Coleman,
Yeah.
and I think that's why he was so outspoken.
Well, that's another thing. The front office throwing him under the bus. It's like, give me a freaking break.
The Buffalo Bills have a Super Bowl team, and it's simple. They just have to make it.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to make any changes other than stay healthy. Most of our Super Bowl contender teams, what took them out was injuries, not even necessarily play calling. Everybody's elite in every team, and if you notice the NFL, I've been talking about this for about 3 of the past seasons. The talent is spread out amongst the league very evenly.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, hell, the Jets have a bad team, but people see them playing and see that they can play. They just were losing games.
Giants are right there too. If you look at the players
Yes,
they have the
Giants had a
potential.
little bit of a hype run this
Just
season.
fine
too.
tuning it.
Atlanta had a hype season run. Hell, Atlanta wasn't even in the playoffs, and their last game decided who was going to represent their conference.
So
When's the
Tony,
last time we've
just
seen that happen?
put a pause on that for 1 second because I want to ask you both a question,
Oh,
and Izzy too if he wants to jump in. Was the John Harbaugh hire a good move? You think, like with the information you have now, do you think that was a good hire? Because they gave him the
Harbaugh?
world.
No, where
No,
did
he
Harbaugh go? Where did he go?
he is with the Giants now,
Yes, it was a good move.
and it's a $200 million deal over 5 years.
That's a good move. That's not
Oh
even-
wow,
That's
is it? Because I heard he wasn't going to touch anything unless he got $18 million a year.
Yeah, it ended
Oh,
up
they
being.
gave him that and plus. Okay, that's why he went so.
Plus, they gave him all power. He can pick his staff.
Ooh.
He can pick his staff. He can pick his GM. He can
Ooh.
pick Tony's nose. He can pick it all.
He's not picking my nose. Get that shit out of here. Go ahead.
That's right.
I like
Richard's not open to
they gave
that.
him they gave him full power. That's a good thing.
Did he have full control when he was with the Ravens?
He tried to. That owner,
Oh, okay.
that owner won't let anybody have vote power.
Okay.
Who are we
I like
talking?
the owner.
What's it good
We're
for?
talking about John Harbaugh, not Jim.
Know that.
John.
I mean, what are we saying? Are we saying was it a good move for John, or is it
Yeah,
a good move for
What-
the Giants?
for the Giants. For the Giants. Oh, it's a great move for John. How could you go wrong?
Right. Was it a good move for the Giants?
Yes.
I mean, it could be.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to see. I want to see what they do in their draft before I answer that, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna see what they're gonna do with Jackson Dart. I want to see if he can get Jackson to play like a normal quarterback. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of question marks there, but I think for John Harbaugh, it was a great decision for him.
Jackson Dart, Wanderlei Robinson, Malik Neighbors, Skate Boo, they've got everything they need. All they got to do is win now. So the Giants giving Harbaugh full control is going to put them at an echelon above the Jets. There's always a competition between the Jets and the Giants in New York. Right now, he's got the upper hand, and the Jets got to figure out a way to not only win games but be relevant in New York.
Have you guys noticed? And this is for the room. And I want to get Richard's take on it. Richard, what do you think? If someone's going to give you $200 million, and if it doesn't work out over a couple of years, they're going to have to pay you half. How can he go wrong?
You can't go wrong.
Well, that's the model that the NFL has, their business model, which I still can't. There's some players that they haven't been playing for years, and there's isn't there a New York Met that gets a certain amount every year on a certain?
Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, and it's just like I can't fathom that you're not even playing. You haven't been playing for years, but you're still getting paid by the team and stuff. I don't know who came up with that plan. It's probably there's a lot of people.
The Raiders. The Raiders are paying, I think, 3 or 4 coaches right now. Still.
Right.
Carolina was paying players even though they weren't there. The Mets are paying players. Well, they're paying Bobby Bonilla. The Knicks were paying players even though they weren't on the team. It's reading the contract all the way through. And then when the contracts get freed up, they can make some of the moves. That's just what I've been seeing. But the Giants giving Harbaugh full control makes total sense to me. Most coaches
Uh,
want to be able to do things and run things, and the owners and everybody above them, y'all take care of the politics. I take care of what's going on the field.
I think the Browns made a big mistake getting rid of Kevin Stefanski. Sorry. But he's going to end up in Atlanta, and I think he'll do very well there.
I don't know
His
anybody
co-
happy about that move. I don't know anybody happy about that.
I don't think that was a great move. I don't think Buffalo made a great move. They laterally moved. That's all they did. They got a smoother. If anything, they're going to probably save money, right, Rich? Buffalo's going to save money
Well, they're going to try and
by
stay
the
in
move they
that,
did.
just like all the other teams are going to try and stay in that cap that they have to stay within and stuff. So we'll see. I'm not going to. I don't know. We'll see what happens on the off season because, like I said, that press conference that the owner and the general manager have, that's an eye opener for me. That where I'm not going to be as if Josh Allen starts having a good season, I'll be there to support him and the Buffalo Bills. But I almost want to take sort of pre-forecast it that I'm not looking. I don't think the Bills are going to have a good season. I think it just got as much as they had the good happy-go-lucky with Brady. He's a good offensive play caller. Him being a coach, this is the first time he's coaching. I don't. I think they were looking. He was the first one they interviewed along with several others. I think they had every intention to hire him within because I think because of that owner and that general manager, they have a tight control, and that's and then that press conference left me with the impression that they want a tight control over that team. So when they do win the Super Bowl, which they're more than capable, like Tony said, they can take, oh, look what we did, because the general manager's already he denied Cook, and then there's all which was completely false because there was a number of videos out there during the trade for or no Cole, who was the receiver there?
Was it Keon Coleman?
Yeah, Coleman. Okay, there's during the draft, there's video of the GM there saying it was all his idea,
Yeah,
and it's like that's a big
took- he-
contradiction there. He said during the press conference it was well he didn't speak. He had the owner speak for him. Oh, that wasn't his call and stuff. That was a coaching staff. No, it was as much of his call as it was McDermott. So how can you say it was all McDermott? That's the thing I was getting at. It's past history now. We're moving forward, moving on, and as far as the Super Bowl and look at next season, Josh Allen and every other player on every other team is going to get healthy over this offseason, and we start another season next year and stuff. And but
I
it's
think-
interesting the dynamics is what's going on.
I think
And one
Josh
I think
Allen
we're gonna
pushed
bring
for
up-
this.
What's
I
that?
think Josh Allen pushed for this.
No, I think he's just going along. He's just going along. He doesn't.
I don't.
They're saying
I
he
don't
has
at
a
all.
say, and I think that's more of an impression because he knows he's on a team that he loves his teammates and he wants to do his part. He was devastated when he heard about McDermott. So I think they contain him. He hasn't really been speaking that much because there's a lot of questions that I would like to ask Josh Allen.
I don't know if you know this, but recently another team offered him $250 million more to be on their team. I don't know, and he wouldn't disclose. And he said, "I don't need the $250 million. I'm fine. I'm not leaving
Josh
Buffalo."
Allen's he's a player that lives within his means and stuff like that. He's making a ton of money on all the commercials he's doing. That's where the real money is for these athletes once they get up on that
He's
level.
got a rich wife. He's got a rich wife.
Endorsements. I agree.
His wife
Endorsements.
is a bigger star than he is. That's the truth. So he's he's no dummy. He's no dummy.
Well, just like we'll be interested to see Joe Burrows if he leaves Cincinnati.
He has
I don't
to.
think he will. I don't know.
I think
That's going to
he
be
has to.
that's the question marks all these players are.
They refuse to protect their quarterbacks. There's a history of this.
Yeah.
Where quarterbacks have had to leave because of constant injuries because they won't invest the money on the offensive line. They just don't care. And can we switch gears for a second to something a little lighter?
Yeah.
Is that okay? It's football. So what are we going to do if Drake May can't play? Do you know who the two quarterbacks are that are left? You'll
No.
die. Who was the flash in the pan quarterback in New York for a while?
Aaron Rodgers.
Nope. Recently,
Justin Fields.
DeVito.
Who?
DeVito is his last name.
Oh,
Really?
he's the kid from Brooklyn. Or is he from Queens?
So he was
Oh,
doing
yeah.
pizza ads and everything else. Guess what team he plays for?
What team?
The Patriots.
No
He's the
way.
backup quarterback.
Backup quarterback, or he's on the practice squad?
No, he's the backup.
Really? Wow. Okay.
All right. You wanna work? All right, man. Be good.
So, yeah.
My son's going to work. Excuse me. So,
That's something.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
I thought he was out of the league.
we didn't know much about him except for the time that he did play. You might remember when he got there, and then it was Tyrod Taylor. That was it. As far as the Jets, so we barely heard anything about DeVito, honestly.
The Sam Darnold, we haven't talked about him. Does anybody care that this has been, this the 5th or 6th team he's been on?
It doesn't matter. He's going to the Super Bowl. I don't think.
I spoke on that earlier. I spoke on that.
Okay, I want to see how knowledgeable you are, Tony.
I
This
drafted
is
him
for
as a
you.
rookie on the Jets,
Okay.
and I've been watching his career. He didn't start shining until he got to Minnesota,
Okay.
and now he's with Seattle. I'm happy for him.
The greatest quarterback draft ever was in 2018.
Okay.
2018. Do you know who was in that draft, guys? You can look it up on your.
No.
Okay, so we got Baker Mayfield.
2018.
18.
Oh, 18. 18. I think you said
18.
18. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you ready? So we've got Lamar Jackson, we've got Josh Allen, we've got Baker Mayfield, and we've got Sam Darnold.
That's the first round?
That was the first round of quarterbacks.
So do me a favor. In that same year, check the list of all the quarterbacks if you don't mind.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Michael, did you hear
Yeah.
what a Minnesota Viking player said about Sam Darnold?
Oh, no. Is it good or bad?
Well, asked, and this was yesterday in an interview with US Today, if he thought about whether it would be the Vikings in the Super Bowl instead of the Seahawks if Donald were in Minnesota instead of the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Jeffrey says, I definitely feel like we would have been done better with Josh or with Don.
Yeah.
Or with Sam.
Sam Darnold.
And, he says, yeah, for sure, definitely. So Jeffries added that it was a tough year for the Vikings with J.J. McCarthy, Carson Wentz, and Max Homer as quarterback, and could have been different with Donald, who led the Vikings to a 14-3 record in 2024, but left for the Seattle, which I think that's a big mistake. We're talking about each team. I think that's probably the biggest mistake I would say that Minnesota had.
Do you have the ability to do the screen, buddy, for a second?
Hold on. Minnesota should have been to the Super Bowl at least 2 to 3 times in the past 5 years. Kirk Cousins and Sam Darnold.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Kirk Cousins days, yeah.
So I got to credit coaching the play calling up there. J.J. McCarthy actually looked good this year when he did play.
He'll get better.
He was a threat next season.
Yeah, this is only second.
He could have been a definite Super Bowl contender 3 of the past 5 years. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, I got this screen share here. I think you'll like it.
Izzy, you right down there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Whatever you're trying to screen share, I can't get it up. I don't know why. Pause.
Really? Want me to try again?
Oh, here. No. Put it back up. I know what I did. I got to figure this out properly.
There you go.
Let's see what we got here. There we go.
All right. Okay. So you were asking me, this is the most magical draft ever. So you've got Baker Mayfield, number 1, Saquon Barkley, number 2, Sam Darnold, number 3.
Baker Mayfield's the only one that hasn't made it to the Super Bowl so far.
No, none of them have. Nobody's made it to.
Saquon Barkley made it.
Saquon Barkley won.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about quarterbacks. Sorry, guys.
So you got more than one. You got more than just quarterbacks. That's why I was asking. What's the
Yeah, no,
quarterback
no,
for that year?
I just got you the draft, so
Yeah,
I'm just how packed it is. But
gotcha.
if
Oh
you
yeah,
look
yeah.
here,
It was sixth season.
like you got
Now,
Josh Allen went at 7. Isn't that crazy?
There was a year. The year Cam came in. The year Cam got drafted. I think it was 2011. It was asked on the Stephen A. Smith show a while ago. Could that have been the best draft class ever with the people that came? I think it was 2011. The 2011 draft. You look at that list and look at who has been Pro Bowlers and Super Bowl
Yeah.
players out of that list.
So Denzel Ward, is he even in the league still?
I don't know. I don't know.
It is crazy. Okay, Calvin Ridley, you love him. He went
Yeah,
26th. Well, we're talking 8 years of injuries, right? Wear and tear on the body. Not talking also about what they went through high school or college, university.
exactly.
DJ Moore, he's played really well.
He's still on the Bears, right?
Yep, he was a key piece to them winning many of their games.
He was the key piece of
He
Carolina's offense, even though they were losing.
he
And
was number 24.
I don't think I should take it back. Him being gone hurt Carolina,
Yeah.
but they replaced him very well. And where he's at with Chicago is working out extremely well. So I'm kind of happy for him because he's a beast of a wide receiver.
And Lamar Jackson was number 32.
Yeah, they thought he was too small, and look at him out there running the league, literally.
Yeah.
Literally. So, you got nothing on these games? Nothing new as far as NFL Super Bowl aspects, opinions?
Games?
Yes. Games, players, teams, anything.
Well, the Buffalo Bills is not surprising.
yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to crap on your team, but I've said it many times. That is the most chokingest team, and it's like the ownership gets in the way of the team every single
I was
time.
just going to ask you, Izzy, do you think it's on the football side or the front office side?
I think it's the front office side, and I've always thought that because they've
Yeah,
always
see, I didn't until after that interview. So
and the thing is you look at the history of that team throughout the history. They've always had really good teams. They've had a lot of good teams, and
The offensive team, more than anything, I would say.
yeah, mainly offensive teams, and that's
Yeah.
probably one of the reasons why they never win it all. But again, they put together decent teams, really good teams at time, and the front office does some stupid thing to just implode the team, and
I agree.
I hate to say it. I mean, I already told you Josh Allen is the demon spawn of all time, but I mean, outside of that, I mean, they just shoot themselves in the foot. So, I have come to expect, the Buffalo Bills to do that kind of stuff. It's kind of like the most surest bet in betting outside of, like a team that has got the edge.
Right.
They will always shoot themselves in the foot, and I think they did it again by getting rid of the coach and then bringing in the offensive line coach. It's like, really, this is what we're doing? You know what I mean? Like, with all of the different coaches that you had available, with the coaches that you could have had brought in. You know what I mean? It's like, not only did you make an impulsive decision, it's like, hey, here, let me hire from within. Why? Because the Bills' ownership is cheap, and it's like, it's just it's always been problematic. I feel bad for Bills fans. I'm gonna be honest.
here's the thing though about McDermott. They talked about the teams, and I guess I think the actual what he's going to do in 2026. He possibly will be sitting out, but here's the recourse if he does sit out. With almost a full year away, 2027 head coach cycle, but we already have coaches entering the 2026 that are in the hot seat, including New York Jets, Indianapolis Colts, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Cincinnati Bengals, Philadelphia Eagles, which McDermott has been on, Dallas Cowboys, and Washington Commanders. So if McDermott sits out, all those open up. He'll be a hot commodity next season.
Him and Tomlin will be the hottest commodities.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Next season, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, those are going to be the two hottest coaches to go up, and I'm going to tell you something, man. You better be ready for whoever hires McDermott, because he's going to, especially if it's in the AFC. Like, the Bills better be very, very. They better hope he goes to a different division. Because look, if with the tools that Buffalo, would give their teams, McDermott could have won a Super Bowl there.
Yeah,
he could have.
Well,
right?
He it was weeks before the playoffs. He was saying, "Hey, I need some more receivers and stuff like that."
Right. No, and I don't.
He was begging. He was begging for receivers.
Right, because Josh Allen had to do too much on his feet, and who do they have? They have Booty or Bote or whatever his name is.
Coleman.
They got nobodies at the wideout position. You know what I mean? And people that just haven't stepped up the way they should be. And the Bills are cheap. They don't want to spend money. It's kind of like they're trying to play. Remember the Oakland A's, and they used to play that small money ball?
Yep.
It's like the Bills are trying to do that. They're trying to maximize.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In order just to get butts in the seat, and I think that they're counting on the fact that, Josh Allen is really good as a quarterback, even though he is the devil's spawn. And they're trying to, cash in on the few players that they have. Like, it was just the worst move in NFL, and it was impulsive. It was just bad, and it just shows the leadership, the front office leadership on that team is just garbage. And I feel bad for the Bills, man. I feel bad for the Bills and the fans. It's just really simple.
Where do you think AJ Brown will go? Because they keep talking Bills. That's the landing place they're hoping to get him.
So what are they going to do?
He would be their number. Well, he's a developing project. They may also sell him.
Well, I don't think the Phillies want anymore. I think the Phillies want to get rid of him. Like, they'll do almost
a baseball team. The Eagles, you mean?
Huh?
The Phillies are a baseball team. You mean the Eagles?
I just said the Eagles.
You said the Phillies.
Oh, my bad. It's the same city.
He was talking about the. He was talking about the.
I was talking about
the stake he's gonna have.
Yeah, like AJ, they want to get rid of him. They think he's too much of a problem. I think it's the wrong move, because he's really kind of just that good as a wideout. And they don't want to rock the boat. And they got this young quarterback. They got Saquon. They feel like everybody is just kind of doing their job, and they just would rather not have the distraction. Well, that distraction is a valuable commodity, and I think they are overlooking what he brings to the team because they think that they have a team that's just that good. And who are you going to honestly replace AJ Brown with when he leaves? Like, what are the what are the Eagles going to do?
My question: who are you going to replace him with?
Who are you going to replace him with? Like, who's he going to throw to? Who's left going to throw to after that?
Well, what they're going to do is what they do better than anybody, Philly, is they're going to draft people. And they are phenomenal.
As far as the wide receiver draft class right now, I don't even think there's anybody that can replace him.
There's maybe two at best, two wideouts in the draft. In this draft, every other wideout in the draft this year is questionable, or you have to work on them, and you have to put time and effort into them. I do not see more than two, maybe three. You might be able to get three good wideouts. Outside of that,
let's think about this. And I got to cut you off, Izzy. I apologize. Number 1 draft pick, He's probably going to go to Mendoza, correct?
Yes.
What team is that?
Las Vegas.
A.J. Brown goes to Las Vegas. Philly picks up that draft pick. Who would Philly get? As a scenario.
That's not going to happen.
Well, okay, let's take Vegas out. Any team that needs a wideout and they get A.J. Brown, they got to give up their draft pick. What does Philly need for them to want a draft pick?
At this point, I think Philly will give him away, to be honest.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
I think they'll do it for a draft pick
and a supplemental, and then maybe a second round, and then maybe a couple first rounders for next year, maybe. Like
and,
they
and
would,
maybe,
Top of my head,
but
right.
they might take Keon Coleman and a couple draft picks and just they want him out of the place.
So
They're
let's throw some ideas around. I'm gonna throw the Steelers out there for a minute. DK Metcalf took a hit. He needs to go somewhere where he'll be impactful, not a threat, and be on a Super Bowl contender team. They swap. They give him up, and his draft picks thrown around, or they swap DK Metcalf for AJ Brown. Do you see that happening?
I don't see it happening, but I think it would be a pretty damn smart deal.
Let's throw the Jets out there. Garrett Wilson, number one wide receiver for the Jets. Suppose he goes to Philly, AJ Brown goes to the Jets.
Oh, now that's something that I could probably see because Philly will saddlebag New York with, you know what I mean, with AJ Brown, like just to get
And
rid of
the Jets
him.
have draft picks out the wazoo. Remember,
Right. Just to get him.
you
Just
follow me on
yeah.
this shit?
I could see that.
Rich, you following me on this?
Yep.
So, and I'm moving scenarios around in my head. Mike brought up the Bills. AJ Brown goes to the Bills. Philly gets draft picks. What would Philly need?
Bills are too cheap to do that move. And honestly, and here's the thing. I think one of the reasons Mike McDermott got fired was because he went to that team and said, no, we need a wideout. And the thing is the Bills think that they have good enough wideouts.
No, they don't.
They do.
I know they don't. They don't
No,
have
they
it.
don't. No,
but they don't.
And they know they don't. They know.
Well, I'm talking about the ownership. I'm not talking about the coaches.
Yeah,
I think the owner is now willing, honestly, to get somebody like AJ Brown. There's
Listen,
not much
like Izzy said, he's cheap, and the thing of it is, being a New York State resident, he's cheap because he can't even fork out money for the new stadium that the New York State is building for him for the taxes and stuff like that. He has little investment in that stadium and stuff like that, and he could very easily pay the whole kit and caboodle if he was serious. But I agree with Izzy there. He shows he's cheap.
Let me throw this out there. Let's say the New Orleans Saints need wide receivers. AJ Brown to the Saints.
I mean, I could see it happening because
they got rid of Rashid Shaheed, and look at what the hell he's doing with Seattle.
Right, and that's why I think that in him and Brown and Olas, I think the Saints would love that. But that wouldn't be paid off until next year when they pick up a quarterback. I'm just gonna be honest. But real quick, I just want to go back to Bills. You saying the going to the Bills. The thing is he's cheap, but the thing is it would be the biggest slap in the face of McDermott if the Bills went out and got
I agree.
Brown after firing him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Controversy. Press.
That would be the biggest. That would be, and I think McDermott would. Any team that he goes to, McDermott is going to be a man possessed, and his the only thing he'll care about is, let me go to a team that goes against the Bills and I want to beat them every single year.
Jerry Jeudy to the Bills.
That's
not a bad.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That would be
should go to the Bills.
That'd make some good football.
That would be good.
I want to ask Brian something. Brian, who do you think the Texans need to get to the next stage, not to win the Super Bowl, but to get to the next round, the second round.
I think he's going to say offensive line.
The other thing is the Jets have more to offer anybody because of the picks.
They got the picks.
So you may see AJ Brown go to the Jets.
Yeah, but would he be happy because the Jets are fucking?
It don't matter if he be happier. It doesn't matter about what he feels.
He's going to feel that way because he is a Super Bowl wide receiver going to a team with no chance at the Super Bowl.
Well, then he should have kept his mouth shut and acted right. Too bad. This is going to be his punishment.
He spoke his mind to get them back to their prominence because they was on the decline when he started talking shit.
Bro, the fact of the matter is, okay, he was a diva, and I'm gonna if I'm being 100% honest, I think the Fields would send him to the worst team in the league strictly to punish him and say you should have known your place.
This is what they do, and I agree with you on that. But say he goes to the Jets. He's under Justin Fields.
That makes sense, though, guys. Think about it. They might be willing to give up a number 1 pick for him.
Who? The Jets?
Yes. They may give up a number 1 pick.
You know what? I agree with that.
They have a bag full of them.
I agree with that because they got the number 1 pick with they got Justin Fields, so they're not going to draft a quarterback. We know this,
and they can't get a quarterback. They can't get the Oregon quarterback because he went back to school, which means you're down to 1 first-string guaranteed starter rookie quarterback, which means you have to go with all the other sides. Then you put AJ Brown on a Jet squad with the other wideout. That's a decent squad.
It is a dope squad. Yes.
The Jets would love it. Yes. That means they can be like, oh, okay, well, we don't really need another pick, and we can just pick from, some of these other quarterbacks that's, got free agency or want to be traded. Like, that's the best move for the Jets in this draft pick, if you want to be absolutely honest.
Okay. Now, the Jets can give up a lot of people here. They got quarterback, they got running backs, they got wide. They need another wide-out threat. I think will be excellent. Dallas. If they was to make changes.
Oh, do you want to hear a terrible rumor, guys? And please chew on this. Okay. They are really considering getting rid of Dak for younger players.
I believe it.
Because he's near the end of his career. I think they saw his peak. Nothing changed. It's not his fault. He had the best year of his life. And you know what? For him, I would love to see him on a better team. I really would.
Who? What team? Let's
Dak.
go. What team would he go to? Let's go.
Well, do you want a couple of them?
Okay. The Jets.
Rich.
Yeah.
You see that?
What's that?
He said, "What's that, y'all?"
Listen, if you want to,
I had a screen up. What's that?
If Dak Prescott left the Cowboys, where do you think he should go or could go?
I don't think he's going to. I do not see him leaving.
Oh, either.
I do.
I like Dak. He's a great quarterback. I think he's a fixture there. I don't think Jerry Jones wants to let him go.
Now, if he did go,
let's be logical for a sec, guys.
If he did go, I could see the Jets. I could see Miami.
I was thinking maybe Minnesota.
I could see New Orleans.
Minnesota would be a great fit. Well done.
Minnesota would be fucking phenomenal.
That would be a great fit. That is a Super Bowl bound team with the right quarterback.
Brian says Miami. I could see him going to Miami.
Joe Burrow is most likely going to go to Minnesota. The best fit for Dak is going to be Miami, Jets, or just like you said before, New Orleans for the time being. And I can see Dak being traded because Jerry Jones needs to convince his fans, not anyone else, nor does he really care about winning the Super Bowl, but he just needs to convince the fans that he cares about winning a Super Bowl. And the fact of the matter is they do not believe Dak has it in him, and he gets tired of quarterbacks pretty freaking easy. He is quick to do some stupid stuff like that because Jerry Jones is an idiot.
Like this. There's a stupid thing he did. Right there. Got
Michael
rid of this
Parsons.
guy.
Oh yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Parsons, you ain't shit.
You want to talk about stupid? Okay, guys, just pause for 1 sec because we're getting a little crazy. So
You
can
brought
we
it
can
up.
we
I
get
try
up?
to keep a format. You bring it up and then tell us we go crazy. Make up our minds. Now
Not
get
going
the
crazy. Just
shit.
no, because give me a minute. I just need 1 minute. So
You
here's
said
the
every
thing.
week for 3 years. Keep going.
1 minute. That's all I need. Izzy, great thoughts. And you know what? I loved what our dear friend Rich Roberts said. Minnesota makes sense. Minnesota makes so much sense. That feels right. That would be a good fit.
Good morning to
He's
the
good
Memphis.
at, yeah. The other person that I think would be a good fit, and Izzy said this, is Burrows. Burrows would be good there as well. I honestly think Dak Prescott is more resilient and less injury prone than Burrows. Sorry.
I would agree, but we're talking about
And who else?
Minnesota here.
Do you know who else would be good for Minnesota? Lamar Jackson.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
agree.
here's what happens when you clean house. You get rid of the coach. You get rid of the other squeaky wheel. Lamar is hurt all the effing time. He's hurt more than he's constantly hurt. And he needs a really good O-line.
I got another scenario
Thank you.
for you. AJ Brown to the
Yep.
Jaguars. What do you think about that?
Let me think about that for a sec.
How about AJ Brown to Baltimore?
For who would be my
How
question?
about AJ Brown to Jack in the Box?
No.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Yeah.
No. And I'm going through the whole league. And this is what the owners do anyway. They bounce through the whole league when they make these decisions. And then try not to have a monopoly on the situation.
I
AJ
think
Brown goes
what
to-
Rich said is brilliant. I honestly think Dak in Minnesota would work.
I really don't, but now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I can
It would.
actually
It could work.
in the Jaguars and being successful.
He could also do well in Atlanta.
Yes, the hell he could.
Yes, he could. You guys didn't even think of that. Do you know why?
No.
I did. I
Because
just
you're playing with your Commodore 64 computer. That's why.
No, and I'll be honest with you. I don't see Dak going to Atlanta because Atlanta needs to sit down and roll with Kirk Cousins for a minute. They need to. They got what they need. They got everything they need to go to the playoffs. They truly do. All everybody has to do is stay healthy. Now, this new coaching move, I'm not comfortable. But, and I said this before, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. Atlanta needs help on defense. They just hired a defensive coach. The offense can take care of itself. This is true. This is true.
that's the duo right there.
Yeah, that's, man, listen. Let him start getting the ball that he's supposed to. Justin Jefferson? Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Joe Burrow and Jefferson would be the new age freaking Randall and freaking Moss.
Culpepper.
Yeah, but they need one more. AJ Brown.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Minnesota's got what they need. They have what they need without him.
I doubt it.
They got what they need without that. Now let's look at this. Say JJ McCarthy was healthy, he'd be the third decent quarterback they've had in the past decade because Cousins looked good and Sam Darnold looked good.
I think in order for Minnesota to look perfect, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you, you put Joe Burrows over there and then get a running and concentrate on your running game.
Yeah.
With a few moves to the O line, but I mean the O line was playing pretty well towards the end of the season, bruh. It would be a game changer, and Minnesota is in the hunt, especially the way they were playing towards the end of the season. You already saw that.
Izzy, I want to ask you a question. This is really weird. Okay, so just think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar, you ready? Gets traded to. You're not going to like this. Number one, gets traded to the Jets for multiple first-round picks. Number two, he goes to Miami, which he's already hinted at that he wants to live somewhere warm.
Miami.
What do you think, Tony? What do you think, Rich?
Lamar Jackson.
If you're Lamar Jackson,
I don't know.
Where's he from? Is my original question. Let me start there. Where's he from?
I think Lamar's from Miami.
Let's see.
Then it will make sense because I think we need to see Miami move on from Tua.
you know what it is?
He grew up
90
in
million.
Pompano
90
Beach,
million they'll
Florida.
lose.
Florida.
That's a lot to pay for a backup quarterback.
You're going to pay a lot to Tua because he was your first round draft pick, and he has endured even with his health. And his health is, I consider his health to be detrimental. And I don't think
Ooh, look what Brian said. Is he possibly
Lamar to the 49ers? No, the 49ers got everything they need.
Yeah.
They're not moving quarterbacks. They're invested in Brock Purdy. They're invested.
Yeah, they're invested.
Yeah,
they are sold in Frisco with Brock, especially after this year. That's not happening.
And
If
Brian, I see you
if
wanting to
any
do that.
quarterback goes to Frisco, he is going to be his backup. That's the only reason he's going to be there. That's the only reason he's going to be there. And Miami
makes sense.
Miami makes the most sense because he can finish out his career in Miami. This is where he's from. That's why I think he's hinting at it. He's from Florida. So the fact of the matter is and you can even go so far as to say, because you already got Waddle, right? So now he got someone to throw to in Waddle. He got his running backs already. Even if they get rid of the one running back, they got that backup who is just as good. This guy's a freaking beast, right? And like, if you bring in a coach because they just got rid of their coach, who's the new coach for them?
Miami?
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins coach. Hang on, let me look this up.
Is Matthew Stafford going to retire? That's rumor.
Soon.
He's going to try one more year.
Yeah, I got one more. I think one more year.
How about him with Miami?
He likes LA too much. I think he loves LA. I think he's really he has a lot.
Matthew Stafford?
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw one out there. He need to come to Falcons.
He's not going nowhere, bro. He loves it where he's at, bro. He
went to Georgia. That's the only reason why I say that. He went to University of Georgia. That's the only reason why I say that.
I get you, but again, he wants another bowl. And think about this. Matthew Stafford stays in LA and he makes it through because this year was probably one of his best years of his whole damn career. Okay. He makes it to the Super Bowl, wins, and he walks out like John Elway. And if that is not exactly what Matt Stafford wants to do, you're pretty demented. You're delusional. Like, this kid wants to walk out as a champ.
He wants to walk out as a champ, but and it took him a while to get a Super Bowl in the first place. I think he just wants another, like you said. He could get it with the Rams.
Right.
In position to get one with the Rams. Not this season, maybe next season. But he also has a lot of damn injuries. He needs to sit down.
I don't disagree with that. He's old.
Yeah,
that's why I said I think he got one more year left in him.
Yeah, I agree with the one more year.
If they can keep him off his ass, which they did a pretty decent job of this year, maybe shore up that O-line a little bit more. Because you guys got to remember, after the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, they're going up for sale.
Yeah, I saw that. $6.7 billion, I believe it was.
Yeah, they're going to go up for sale. And
really,
them winning the Super Bowl is only going to make it that even sweeter for any city. You know what I mean? That wants to buy them. And I don't care, because what they're going to be thinking that they're going to get, they're going to be thinking, whoever buys the Seahawks, they are going to be thinking, we have an already made Super Bowl team.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to be buying a hot commodity, which is it's one of those things where, you know how the toy looks good as soon, like from outside, right? Yeah. You want the toy for Christmas so bad, right? You want it, right? And then on Christmas, you get it, right? And it does everything. It's the little robot monster remote control robot, right? And it does everything you want it to do when you first get the team, right? And you see it on TV, and TV in this case, this is the Super Bowl, them winning, and then you get it, and then all of a sudden that thing breaks.
Yeah.
That
Hype.
is what the Seattle Seahawks is, and they're going to win because of that reason.
Hype. Gentlemen, I'm good if you all are good. I got to wind down. Rich, you okay over there?
Good. Very good, Tony.
Excellent conversation. Mike, I appreciate you. Izzy, I appreciate you.
Yep.
I do need to make a phone call. This is better than we thought it was going to be because much of
Yeah.
Oh, way better.
Good conversation.
Mike, save those slides. We might jump back on tonight. It might be available. We don't have a
Yeah.
game.
Oh, buddy, I got slides for days.
Yes, you do.
Listen, I don't have as much information as the Commodore 64, but I'm telling you.
Just a scoring alert. Manchester City just scored 11 minutes into their game with Tottenham in the Premier League over there in the UK.
That's already?
Yep, they scored already.
Oh.
All that business. Izzy, I'll be catching up with you later.
That's the other football, folks.
I want to let everybody know now. I'm probably going to be controversial in a couple of broadcasts this week. Please do not affiliate what I do with the people that I live stream and broadcast with. I don't want to cost nobody their live.
It's all good, Tony. It's all good.
Current events have caught my attention. I spent a lot of time looking at stuff last night, and I am infuriated.
Well, see, I don't mind if they associate me with you because I tend to have opposite viewpoints as you. So I'll go back to back with you. I'll go back and forth.
You just like arguing. That's your damn problem.
He does. He does.
He loves the
I'm just so happy on how well the Green Bay has done this year. That's what I'm happy.
That's all right. Listen, maybe Seattle will put a team in Canada so you all can be just as relevant as we are in NFL. I'm gone. We will holler at you all later. Tanya, appreciate you coming through. Brian, appreciate you coming through. Who else we had? Fetch'em 1222. I appreciate you coming through. Maybe you'll see me again later on for football. You might see me on later for some controversy. And I do mean controversy. You all take care of yourselves, fellas. I appreciate y'all. Catch y'all next go around, everybody. Peace.